Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel. I'm your host for LT Productions. You are watching I Watch You Watch, and we are covering The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. This is season 5, episode 16 or 17. I should know, but I don't. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video, and also you can subscribe to my channel, and you can leave your comments below. Let's get into this episode. Okay, so it was a very, very lovable, likable, great, awesome episode. I'm glad I don't really have to get into so many specifics, even though I had to keep rewinding to make sure that I was just getting all the details like that. But I'm just going to give you an overview of what all happened during this episode because it was fantastic. So we start off. We find out that Brownman and Lisa are talking to try to make amends. Or at least Brownman wanted to talk out a situation. Remember when they were on the boat and she finally just let it out regarding her husband and the emotional affair that he was having on her. I don't think I said this before. I don't know if it was an emotional one. I think it was part of it, but I don't think it was emotional. He's got money. And he has influence and power. And I think he could get someone to do what he wants them to do. Just dangle some money. Nate, I'm in a bind type of situation. Shout out to Soul Food. Or no, set it off. So, it could have been emotional. However, even though people could say, oh, well, how he looks, but he can still get physical if he gave the right change out, if you know what I mean. So, anyways, Lisa, later on, they get things straight or whatever. We find out that Brownman went and said, look, we were having this conversation, me, Angie, Heather, and Whitney. I said this stuff, and there was other stuff that was said that was not so nice, but I wanted you to hear it from me. That right there, Brownman. No, you did not say specifically as to what they were saying. Lisa was going to do her own investigation to find out exactly what you guys were saying. But at the same time, you wanted to alleviate yourself from anything from Lisa, which is cool and nice because those girls would have came back at you if they wanted to and use that against you towards your friendship with Lisa. What I do want you to do is just to let go of this obsession of trying to be Lisa's any number. She really doesn't give a crap about you. It don't even matter the status. You at a higher social status than she is. Now you come down here, and I don't know how many friends you have on your level. And what I say in higher social, I mean in money and class, she got first class. Even though Lisa just acts like she can just do all this. No. If Todd is looking down on the Barlows, especially their tequila, you're not at that status. You're not at that high status, Barlows. So that's what I'm saying. You don't even know your own strength and power. And you're deciding to try to have an allegiance with Lisa Barlow. I'm going to say this. It's just like she's the Regina George, for real. And everyone has to bow down to her. We've seen it too many times. Shout out to Heather. Heather's finally got what she wanted. After 5 seasons and also back in college. She never got it, and now she finally got what she wanted. And she's the Gretchen Wiener. And now you're becoming another Gretchen Wiener. And I think that is just so crazy. You got to know who you are for real, Broward. And not try to scramble around on the floor to pick up crumbs. So, you had a strong first half of the season, and you're disappointing me. Oh, I heard that Whitney said that everyone went out to dinner after the reunion, except for Brown and Mary. And everybody would be like, Mary, look, Mary is not going to fool with y'all like that. She's been really stepping her game up. Now with Brown, it looks like they've come to an executive decision concerning, I'm talking about the group, not Bravo, as to what they think about and how they're going to treat you and view you. I can stand with you with a lot, but Brown, at the end, it looks like you wanted to play a game that's not going to be in your best favor. At least with the group. It didn't work out for you the way that you thought that it would. And it looks like you're going to pay the consequences. If they get rid of you, I think it's done. You're not Monica. We're going to get to a Monica-like person in just a second. So anyways, Lisa's going to try to get to the bottom of what was said out of her presence. So they get on a Sprinter. Look, the one thing about a Sprinter in Salt Lake City, we are going to get entertained. So Lisa is now questioning, okay, what's been going on while y'all were out of my presence and not worshiping me. Of course, Brown explained herself as to what she was doing. But Lisa said, well, I heard that it was you, which was Whitney and Angie, and then she was trying to exclude Heather, and Brown said, no, all. So Whitney and Lisa, they were getting into it. Lisa, basically, Whitney was like, let me talk, shut the F up. So while they're going at it, Angie peeps it and she announces it, that Miss Brittany over here is recording the conversation. No, I wasn't doing that. I'm not doing that at all. Olivia got a 100 on her test, and I was going to send her a video of what? So it was several minutes of the lady saying, like, you are vile, you are crazy. Why are you here recording us? I don't know what I'm doing. Now she's trying to be this damsel in distress. She don't know what she did. She don't know how to work her phone. And nobody was buying it. Meredith took the opportunity to go in on her because she's already felt a way about Brittany for what she was doing the night before. And trying to say, are you okay? We heard that you were vomiting and all this stuff. She did talk to Heather. Meredith did before they left for the day. She feels like Brittany has been listening in on her conversations because she's trying to figure out how in the world did she hear anything, because I can't hear anything from Heather's room and I can't hear anything from Brittany's room. So while Meredith is going in on her, Mary's like, get her, Meredith, get her. So finally the Sprinter van stopped and she gets out and she's in total tears. I just killed it. And then Andy was like, oh, I think it may have been too much. It may have been 9 other people getting in on, or 8 other people getting in on her. It may have been too much. Whitney goes out to sit with her to try to be more calmer with her. I was innocent. Nothing. They go ATV driving and all this good stuff. They eventually sit down to eat, and the ladies question her more in a non-aggressive way and still try to say, no, this is wrong. All of a sudden, Brittany flips everything. I guess maybe she has some other type of videos in her phone or whatever. She all of a sudden says that I've been having a physical relationship with Jared Osmond. And everybody's like, we knew that. Mary said, girl, we know that. What is this? Meredith was like, what does this have to do with what was going on? Why are you saying this? And then Heather was like, look. So then she bump taps her and she says, I understand what's going on with her. So in the Mormon church, there's a lot of do's and don'ts. They're very strict on what you can do and not do. And you are not supposed to fornicate. You need to get married to this man, basically. So Heather knows since she confessed it, she knows that she's about to go through a lot of scrutiny. And many of the ladies, they related to her. Of course, Whitney said that she had an affair, and that's how she got excommunicated. Brown knows how it feels to get pregnant while attending college at the Mormon college and not getting any support, and almost lost her family over this pregnancy. And really, you were supposed to be low-key about it and give it up for adoption, and she chose not to do that. Who else in there? I think the rest, basically, you can be shunned by doing major quote-unquote sins. I understand to a level. I was a part of a church organization, and when I decided, or I felt led to go to another church, I was treated another way. And the church is cult-like. And I don't care what people want to say about it. The church that I was out of was cult-like. No, we weren't. It was cult-like in spirit. Like, we weren't having concentration camps and sacrificing children or doing all that stuff, the stuff that be going on in the Mormon church. No, it was cult-like. And when I decided to leave, I was treated differently. I was treated differently by my mother, who first started bringing me to this church as a little boy. I was raised up in this church. And from the other people there. Even though, because it was people that I've known since I was 3 years old, I would still go back to the church. My mom would clown me in front of people. Other people had other things to say about me and had no effing clue. It was a lot. It was a lot. So I get that, Brittany, but Brittany, so Brown said something like, you don't have to get something incriminating on someone else and judge someone else just to hide whatever you got going on. Okay. All right, so I don't know what happened next, but then they eventually go on to dinner. You can tell that they've been in the Puerto Vallarta heat. And I don't mean, I'm kind of just giving you very general stuff about what happened with me. I might say something at a later date, but hey, I just understand about being ostracized because you made a choice. So there, I feel you on, Brittany, but you crazy. You are crazy, and you know what you were doing. I don't believe for 1 second I'm on Meredith's side. So later on, there's other conversations. Angie decided, let's talk about this, because Brownman, you could have talked to Lisa without trying to bring us into the conversation. And it comes at, it's like you're trying to throw us under the bus and make us a casualty so you can get back good with Lisa. That's exactly it. Heather saying, exactly, toothpaste. But you would have done the same thing, Heather. So it's like you're nothing better, especially if it's a way to get back into the good graces or to get another notch on your belt with the Lisa Barlow fan club that you are the president and CEO over. Really, but Lisa is. She just let you think that you're the president and CEO over. Crazy. We'll give you as a COO. How about that? And she's just the president. How about that? But anyways, Brown says, no, I said what I needed to say, and technically she didn't throw them under the bus, but she still threw them under the bus, because now Lisa wants to know what was being said. And they did feel a way towards Lisa and Meredith because they think that they are kind of male worshiping, which I can't say that because it's like they were defending Todd. No. And Meredith's like, I don't understand that because that's not what the place I was coming from on the boat. I'm trying to help you, and I'm using my experience as to a vehicle to probably help you to navigate and how to make things better with Todd. I saw that. I remember that. Lisa, she's had this love for Todd. I could see it a little bit more in Lisa, but until you really know what's going on in Lisa's head, just stop trying to make her, I don't know what it is, because it's like y'all want this, y'all are yearning something from Lisa to finally accept you. That's the thing. So Angie and Whitney, they're not feeling it. I don't know how things are going to go at this reunion, but it doesn't look like it's going to be good for you, Brown. In a way, I understand, but at the same time, your strategy looks very suspicious. Looks very suspicious. Something was brought up because it's like how they treated Chime last season, how they were able to just back up off of her so quickly, especially for Heather. It's like, it's your friend, and now you got all this sympathy and empathy. One thing I will say is that whether Brittany, she got caught, the most she could say, at least at this point, is that she apologized. That's something that Monica would not do. She was given 3 opportunities, and she didn't. And some of you fans still think that she should be on there and don't think that she should apologize. But you want her to be a part of an ensemble group. Monica can't run this whole show. And it is evident on what they can do without her. This season has been 10 out of 10. Every episode has been glorious. Not just one person has been running the show. It's been a collective. So she does need to be put on ice. I don't know if she should come back or not. I don't want to see her because I think that she's total scum. Because you don't do that to people. And people got to watch their backs around you. And you did all this to just try to get on the show. So, whatever. Um, Meredith had some questions, like, and asking Brittany, did you do that? Did you put something in my room? Brittany's like, I don't understand why you're coming to this conclusion. Duh, ma'am. You're the only one that's been able to hear all this stuff, implying an eating disorder and all that good stuff. So, what was I going to say? They get back to the hotel. Meredith is just going off because she just does not feel very comfortable. And it feels like she's been used as some type of vehicle. She talked about her marriage, and now it's being used against her, and da-da-da-da-da. It just doesn't feel right. Lisa goes to see about her, and she starts talking about it. I just don't feel like, why, Meredith, you try to regain your friendship with Lisa, but she's the one that outed you, trying to say that you slept with all of New York. I'm glad she just was there and didn't try to help you through that, as far as trying to say, oh, they're just jealous, or something to that nature. She didn't add her feedback, as far as we know, and I think that's the best thing for Lisa, because So Meredith's not really feeling this. She's like, I don't have to be open. I was open, and I said this and that, and now it's being used against me? F you. So the season finale is next week. I know, but I'd rather have a short season and not filler episodes, and this is what they did. Y'all can tell me about the episode. I think it was amazing. Amazing. It's already been spoiled that there's going to be arguments between people that we didn't really think that would have arguments. We see Mary and Angie got into an argument. Why? I don't know. But let me know in the comments what you thought of this episode. Brittany, you are whack. I feel you on one page in regards to that, but at the same time, you are whack. And you were recording conversations. And you weren't adult enough to really come forward and say, I am being that. And I think that that's more whack. But again, y'all let me know. Please like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And until the next one, peace.